her name to be removed from Tasha K channel. And when I read the court documents, I said, why do she want her name being removed? Because she feels as though that is damaging towards her brand. So what I did last night, I had the pleasure of just watching old videos that Tasha did on Cardi B and just really listening what she did. And a lot of stuff, most of it was just in free speech. Most of it was in a comedic way. When I look at this woman, I still feel some type of way about Cardi B because at one hand, she wants sympathy for the people and she wants her name to be removed from the channel. But on the other hand, she's not looking at Tasha K as a businesswoman and she got to grow her brand. And when Tasha K reported on her, she just did what was on the public record. Now, one of the women that actually talked about the situation was Star Marie. So Tasha is really not the blame of this. Now, if Star Marie was being sued for defamation and for slandering Cardi B's name, then I'm like, congratulations. Yes, you got the right one. I just feel as though that Tasha is the wrong person to being sued. Because I think a lot of people, and I talk with a lot of people, they just doesn't like Tasha. And I told this person, and I said, close your eyes. And he closed his eyes. So close your eyes. Imagine this YouTuber like Tasha with a wine glass, drinking and interviewing and breaking stories. Just imagine that, seeing her sit down with her cameras. But imagine if that woman was white, doing everything that she's doing. How do you think the world will react to her? And this particular person says she will go down as being one of the greats, that she will get more of attention and more doors will open up and more people will appreciate what she does if she was a white woman. But because she's black, people think that it's okay to say, "Oh, what are you doing? You should get sued. You should lose. You should lose everything and stuff like that. You should get sued. You did Cardi B." They cover her real nasty. But this same woman you see on the screen called black women roaches. She called people bees. She said, "F them and get some money." It was one particular man that came on the channel and said he was robbed by her. And they don't give her the same, "Oh my gosh, you need to be canceled," because she ain't black. But if she was a black woman, particularly dark skinned, people will be saying, "Oh, you need to be canceled. You wrong for that." But they give her a pass because she speak another language. They give her a pass because she have bought these blogs. She have paid and bought them with burrito sandwiches and liquor. So they're not going to give her that. But if this woman was black, oh my God, they would be on that. But they're not going to do it because she's not a black woman. She speaks another language. She speaks Spanish. So they're not going to do that at all. All right. So requesting that Tasha removed her from the title or from the channel, definitely not going to happen. And that's why I support Tasha K's decision to continue to monetize off of Cardi B. I give her that credit because it's needed. All right. I'm just saying it's really, really needed for that. All right. And so I really want to talk about this because I think everybody is here for my response to Tasha K and for all the stuff that was going on with me and herself and me putting Armand Wiggett's name in the title. Give me a second. I want to see if we can bring all three of our pictures up here for a second because we were all, discussed in the live. I do want to say that I've heard everybody's opinion. I mean, everybody and their mama had an opinion of what should Wiley do. Me and Tasha had another conversation before the live. It was about a 30-minute conversation, and I understand where she can't come from, and I understand where she was coming from, and I understand now that when you're doing business, you have it's a certain way or professionalism that you have to go, and so I understand it. It took me a while to get it, but I understand it. And so if we were to sit down, and which we will do, and get a contract, and I will get more of an understanding, I will know like not to attach her name and mess because she's on in black and white that she is a mentor of this channel. Now, do we need a mentor? Yes. Who don't need help? Because the help that she have gotten others is a proven factor that she can help and be a blessing. The skill set of her husband is a factor that they have a proven track record of actually helping. And I would get more of understanding. Now, we were with TV Studios and doing mentorships where we put certain ones in titles if she don't want it, no, because the money flowing in and the opportunities flowing in. So if she don't want this and I'm working with her and it's known that we have this deal together, I'm going to make sure I protect the bag. We will put it in a separate video. And I was just letting it known to the chat and to the world. Many people didn't agree. We wasn't under that type of relationship. So that's why I put the same name in it, then split it up, because I feel like that ain't my boss yet. Now, if she become the boss and become the mentor and become bringing all this in, then of course I'll slice and dice and put it in other, videos. But I have to always, share to the public that I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus to get to the next level, because that don't work. I've tried that route. Yes, I did. I did try that route, throw people under the bus to get to the next level. It does not work. So I went on the route of just continue to doing videos, and we put Armand and Tasha in the title, and it drove so much conversation from these past couple of days. Now, just imagine when we put Nicki Minaj in the title and how we got to discuss her next approach, and how we're going to put who is that rapper Jay-Z in the title, and how that's going to go, and how when I put Saucy Santana in the title and talk about that, and we're going to see how that's going to be a reaction, because I don't think it was just because Tasha and Armand name was in the title. It was because of how I did commentary about it and how I deliver commentary. I remember one time I was talking bad about K Michelle so bad she blocked me, and that woman still to this day got me blocked. I remember we was dragging Bow Wow for filth, and I got a phone call. Yes, I did. I got a phone call from his team saying, "Can you take the video down? This ain't no good." Now, I didn't take the video down. I actually kept the video up, because I told that brother, I said, "Listen, I would take the video down if you were to come on my show." I didn't get no response. So why in the world would I take it down and we're not getting nothing off the table? So I left the video up. But that'll just show you that the show is growing without someone helping me at this point, because people are talking about what we are doing right now, and we don't even have powerful people, wealthy people giving us guidance. Everything I've learned from this point have been me learning from my mistakes. And now we at a time on this show in life that, okay, what is Wiley next step? All right. And so with so many people now, it's so many people that was named in the chat, and they said, well, Wiley, such and such don't have a mentor. This one doesn't have a mentor. That's fine. They have a route. But if you have a door open and somebody's willing to crack that door open and give you access to their knowledge, then you should take. I think that's very wise. Even though it is brothers and sisters out there that does not necessarily have went that route. They went that route and they just learned things on their own, and that route is good too. No route is better than the other. If you get into the same destination, it's good. You may get there a different way. It may take you a little while to get there, but if you get to Georgia, you may get that hour late or 2 hours late, and this person might get there probably a day before. As long as you get there, you got there. So that's why I want people to understand. So I publicly accept, I will publicly accept, Tasha K's mentorship. And I personally accept that today. And I want to say publicly, I will accept it. And we shall see how it's going to go from this day forward. And so there's no confusion. I'm making it plain today. And also I was addressed on Conscious channel because he felt that people were coming over here and dragging him and stuff like that. And I feel, folks, y'all don't have to drag, but you can give your opinion without being disrespectful. That's why I don't allow too much cussing. I'll be like, man, don't cuss, because it comes off as disrespectful. And I think a lot of times with Conscious, when he cuss, or when he said, "I got my feet on your neck," people is turned off by that. But I understand what he's saying. He said, "Man, I love you." So it is what it is. Kind of like hard, stern love. And some people are turned off by that. They be like, "Baby, there ain't no love." And so I get so many messages and stuff like that. But on this channel, we will continue to provide content for the people. Now, will we stop talking about the people that I got on this screen, Tasha, Armand, and myself? No, we will never stop talking about people that is relevant. As long as they're relevant, we're gonna talk about them. Like we're gonna be talking about Dr. Lee Reed case. We talked about it on Two Man and Lady, and we might talk about it again. There's so much that we have to talk about. I know it's a case going on right now with with Jennifer and Nikki. We're gonna talk about that. I know people are gonna be mad that we're gonna talk about that because they love Nikki so much, but we're gonna be covering that case as well as the case with Nicki with Cardi B and Tasha K. We're gonna cover that as well. So give me a second. I'm gonna open up the line. So if anybody want to come on, all right. All right. We just getting straight to the point. Leave the thumbs up. Give me a second. All right. If you really want to say what you got to say, come on. This your time to say what you want to say. And I'm not really reading the comments right now because I'm trying to stay focused for us. So let me make sure I took the thing up. Hold up 1 second for it and stuff like that. And so I know General would love and support from her. Give me a second. Hello. Can you? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you?
I can hear you, Wiley. I'm gonna be quick tonight. I'm not even going to be on here long, but it is very much disappointing to see you not believe in yourself the way that other people believe in you. She stalked you for 3 days because she know how great you are. It's a lot of people on YouTube that have done it without a mentor. Period. Daytime with tea time, Nika at night. Um, who else? Armand Wiggins.
I
So
think I
many
think I think
different
I think
people.
I think Nikki had a mentor, if I'm not mistaken. She had a mentor. I forgot her name, but she had somebody mentor her because she said it on our channel.
Okay, I've never had it, and I've been watching her for years. I never heard it, but so many people have gone and done so many big things without it, and I feel
Or
like so much more
but
of a mentor.
can I
I
say
feel
this?
like she doesn't really want to mentor you. I feel like she really wants to control you because this
Can
whole
I
give
say
you a contract thing, this wasn't such a big deal until you didn't do what she told you to do. Now it's your life and you're gonna do it, but literally just really sit and pay attention on if your subscribers increase because right now I think that what happened because I was listening to that man and you have to look who's around you. That man worships the devil. He's a sorcerer. That conscious TV, he openly said that he's a witch. Okay. And Tasha K already said that she doesn't believe in God. So you have two people that don't believe in God that's trying to pull you in and tell you to come off of your
Okay,
path. The
let me
devil will
hold on one
always
second,
come and get you
one second.
whatever way
Hold
they
on
feel like they
one
can.
second. I want to say this though. You have people that have not had a mentor. You are 100% correct on that. But then you also have people that have the resources to take you to the next level. Too. Both of them is right. Both ways is right. And so when I have this conversation with Tasha and we say this stuff publicly, that's right. If she want to mentor the Wiley Show, I will accept it because we have already have been on the phone and already knowing her personality and how she operates. So that'd be a good thing. Now, would everybody agree? No, because it ain't for you. Nobody asked you to get a mentor. This is what Wiley is making that decision. Now, when it comes to conscious, people say he's not your friend. That's I don't see it. I just see him doing content. I just see him doing what's
Yeah,
best.
this is make a bag. I'm
I,
sorry, go ahead.
I,
Somebody asked what this make a bag.
okay, I just see him trying to make a channel, build his channel up. That's great on him. So I think that when a person is in business, you do what's best for your business. I can't be like, well, I don't think you do that. And then I have a right to respond because when I watched his channel, a person came on and said, "Oh, I sponsored the Wiley Show, and I didn't get none. That person is a liar, and and it's going from the pits of hell that she lied to the Wiley Show." And we have went on the record to prove that she's no longer even owning the salon that we was even promoting. People went there and they were like, "I'm here for some services because I seen you was promoted from the Wiley Show," and the woman is retired. People are just when Wiley name is being mentioned, people are going to discuss Wiley, whether it's
This is what I'm saying, Wiley. Look at your chat right now. Your chat right now has
who cares?
492 people in it. That man, I watched his
Who
live
cares?
earlier. That man couldn't
Who,
even get a whole 225 people on his own.
who
Like I said, it's
cares?
your life.
Who
But you
cares? Who let me tell you this. Who cares what the chat is trying to dictate in this regard? Because at the end of the day, it's Wiley's decision, just like in your personal life. And I put a women in this place. They be like, baby, don't date him. Don't be with him. He's no good. And some people say he's good. Date him, date him. At the end of the day, it's up to that woman to make that decision if she's going to marry him or not. Now, whether she fall flat on her face or whether she gone into a paradise, that's her decision. Nobody can't force somebody to be something that they don't want to be.
Nobody is blocking your blessings. You can't get blessed by Satan. That man worships
I
Satan.
don't believe
Tasha
the
doesn't
person
even
is
believe in
Satan.
God. I'm talking about Ozzy in the comments.
I
Like
don't believe.
if
I don't
Wiley
believe
aligns himself
that.
with Satan, he
I
will
don't
get
believe
things
that.
from Satan.
I
And
don't
that's
believe.
exactly what's
Yeah,
getting ready
hold
to
on. I
happen.
don't believe that they're Satan. I don't believe that at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yesterday you was believing in yourself, Wiley.
I
Do you
don't
really
believe.
believe? Like, do you know what you believe?
I don't
Yesterday
believe.
you
Hold on
believed
one
in
second.
yourself and you said that you could do it without Tasha K. Then Satan got on the phone with you last night and talked to you
Let me mute you for a second because you saying Satan. That's not
after you
Satan.
spoke to
Hold on,
Satan.
one second. I gotta mute you. I gotta mute you. Give me a second and let me speak and respond. That's not Satan. What it is a person that you don't like, and I want to break this down
He
because
worships the devil.
hold on 1 second. Let me. I
He
gotta be.
worships the devil.
Hold on. I gotta be able to speak. Okay. If you interrupt, I gotta put you back down in the audience. When you see a person that disagree with you, that's not Satan. You just disagree with that person. Because putting that term or what that's Satan is just like you're saying that the person ain't no good or evil. You just don't agree with what that person is. It's some great people out here that do not worship and believe in God, and they do great things for this world. So let's not act like that don't exist. So give me one quick second in here. Hold up. Let me bring this down because I know if I bring somebody on, their picture gonna show. So I think Tasha is on. One with Tasha K. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what is this about worshiping the devil?
No, yeah.
What
I
the
don't know what she does.
what
She believe in
what
God.
what is she? I don't believe in God.
Well, she said you don't believe in God. She said conscience is the devil.
Why I don't believe in God? Bring that lady up here. Where's she at?
Okay, here she go. Hold on, let me bring her up.
What's her name?
Her name is go ahead, Miss Bag.
My name is Make a Bag, and you already said on your live that you don't believe in God. You already said it is
That's
what
not what
the
I said.
white man. You literally
That's
already
not what I
said.
said.
You that is what you said.
That's
Just
not
like
what
you
I
said,
said.
Cardi had herpes. Just like you said, you passed it to her baby. Just like you said that you lied
That's
for
not what I said.
entertainment. You're a liar.
No,
So
that's not
please,
what I
I
said.
know exactly what you said.
No,
I
that's
know
not what I
exactly
said.
what you said. I
You
know
got a
exactly
channel?
what you said. You said
Post
that
the
you
receipts.
literally said that is from the white man and you don't have nothing to do with it. You're very
Okay, Wiley,
blasphemous
since she's not
and
gonna
you
let
put
me get a
yourself
word
on
in
the
here, can
same
you mute her for a
pedophile.
second so I can respond?
Okay, give me
Cause she
let
like
her
the
respond.
Energizer Bunny.
Okay,
God damn.
go ahead, Tasha K. Respond.
First of all, make a bag, well, whatever your name is. I've never said that I do not believe in God. What I don't believe is in a white man's religion.
Mm.
Okay. See, you come from an oppressed people that still believes that somehow the Bible was meant to set you free. And you have no clue on what spirituality is and what connecting with God is because you were trained by that same white man that whooped the shit out of your ancestors, okay? And including your mind, and is probably still whooping your ass to this day financially, that is somehow God, okay? I do not believe in the organized church that was put here by the white man for us to worship so he can control our people. Next, there is not one video on my channel where I said anything about this woman passing herpes to her fucking baby. See, it's people like you that keep a narrative going,
Girl, they
but
already got it
there's
and it's
not
screen
one.
recorded.
Hold
I
on,
done
Molly, I'm
screen
not done.
recorded you on your backup channel.
I'm not
Oh,
done.
one second, I gotta remove it so I can let you finish, Tasha. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, because she's like the Energizer Bunny, and I'm gonna say my piece and I'm gonna drop down. And there's not one video up where I've said that, not one. Okay,
You never
so
said that.
stop with
I watched
saying that
I watched.
conscious worships a devil just because he's spiritual and you lack understanding what spirituality is, and you've connected to a systematic, oppressive church. Now I'm out.
All right, so Okay. Give me a second. All right, give me a second. We're gonna bring another person on. Do not hang up in the backstage. Moderators, I dropped the link. So if anybody want to come on in, but Tasha brought up a good point because a lot of people look at the Bible, it's been on the way. People need to remember back in slavery, the slave master did not allow the preacher, which was a slave that preached to the slaves, to preach about freedom, to preach about deliverance. They always wanted them to go in the Old Testament and preach about obey your master. Is it putting the slaves back into place? So all of the sermons was about believing in the slave master, right? They didn't want you to preach deliverance and having your own mindset. They preached you to be closed minded. So when you go back to the slavery days, when those people that the people that's on the plantation that could read, they only could read the passages of scripture that will keep them enslaved into the plantation to make them good slaves, not make them good people on earth and good providers for their family, but good slaves to provide for the slave master. So people need to understand that. So give me a second. I'm gonna bring Deborah on. Don't hang on. We're gonna do it one at a time because we want to be able to hear people. Deborah, you're muted. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something. And first of all, that was really great what you just said. But this is in relation to Maka Bag. Okay, as a moderator on this channel, I've seen her in the chat for months disparaging you and this channel. So I would love to know her change of heart in the past 3 days. But in the chat, all she does is talk crap about Wiley and the Wiley Show. So I'm finding it kind of odd for the past couple of days that she's hit the link at least, I don't know how many times. So I would love to know what was the sudden change in her thought process towards the Wiley Show and defending it suddenly. That's all.
Okay. I'm gonna bring her on and let her respond to that because you said
Okay, perfect.
Dragon and
What's the
Wiley.
link again?
Make a bag. You're back on.
Sweetheart, you're a liar. I call into Wiley Show every time he has the number up. Literally, I call Wiley Show every single day. I never say nothing negative about his show. Literally, when I'm on TTB, literally when I'm on Wiley Show, I always rep Wiley Show. I done went up in people DMs and told them that I will pull up on them and drag them for the Wiley Show. So please, ma'am, don't lie on me. I don't have time. You must be part of the Satanist group that has us trying to come over here and get Wiley.
I'm sorry to laugh, but no, I'm not a part of the Satanist group. I won't go down that path because that's a path of no return, probably. So what I'm trying to say is, when you're in the comments section for the past couple months, you've been saying disparaging things about Wiley and his show. That
Name
is a
something
fact.
I said.
I'm a moderator. I'm here all the time.
It's been ongoing for 3 months. I haven't been blocked or put in timeout. So name one thing
You know
out
why?
of 3 months.
Hold on.
Name one thing.
Hold on. You know why you weren't blocked? Because we don't really block over here.
And you put in timeout though. So name one thing, ma'am, since you're a moderator and you're 100% sure, name just one thing.
First off, what you just said wasn't true.
Name one thing. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the one thing. You said I've said multiple things within all of these months.
Hold on.
Pick one thing and say it.
Hold on. Okay. I'm calling into the show and I'm in the backstage. So I'm not gonna. I don't have screenshots from every single comment. But as a moderator,
I said
hold on. But as a moderator, I've seen. I'm looking at text. I'm looking at like messages constantly. So I'm trying to figure out. And you still haven't answered my question. What is your sudden change of heart?
First of all, I literally answered your question. I said, ma'am, you are a liar. That never happened. And if you believe that it happened, just name one thing. Since you have seen multiple things over months, just name one thing. You haven't been able to do it. I call into Wiley Show faithfully. I always defend Wiley Show on this channel, on TTB channel, and I have jumped in people DMs. Literally, that's what I said word for word. I already gave you your rebuttal. And then I also let you know that you must be part of the Satanist group, Tasha K and Conscience, that's trying to wrap Wiley up. Okay? You must didn't hear me the first time.
Hold on. Okay.
What benefit would...
Okay, Deborah, did you want to get your closing remarks? I want to get the other callers in.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, that was it. All right. Make a bag. I'm going to drop you back down to the audience because we're going to get other people on. that want to speak in the channel. So give me a second. I'm gonna get to everybody. So give me a second. We're taking people one at a time because I want to be able to hear everybody clearly because this is a live show. So we want to make sure it's order. All right. Go ahead. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Miss?
I can hear you. Yes, go ahead.
I just want to say to you, Wiley, I am one of a old supporter when it was 5 o'clock in the morning and it's 10 of us in this chat. And our sister Mai B Scales rest in heaven. Um, I just want to say this to you. Um, what God has for you, it is for you. And I understand that you have a new group of people that's following you, but usually your foundation is your mods or your day ones that really truly got to know the Wally and not this facade of entertainment. And I understand that with your story, it's hard for you to trust people. But even though Tasha K has supported your channel and everything like that, it doesn't mean that you could take her mentorship or not. She has been consistent, and that's very important. And if anybody has been consistent in your life, you just don't want to flush consistent relationships down the toilet.
All right.
So, regardless of what the naysayers say, regardless of what anybody says, if taking a mentorship is the right thing for you to do, God is going to watch your back regardless. So I understand people coming up, and I know Deborah is part of one of your mods, and I love Deborah to death, like Bright Star and Day. We'll always have your back. So I say take that chance. What is it? How is it going to hurt you taking a leap of faith? God
Mhm.
bless you
Bless you. Thank you.
and good night.
All right. Thank you so very much for that. We receive all that. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to bring another person on stage that is here. We're going to do it one at a time. You guys, okay? Because I know people got to go to work in the morning, so I'm doing one at a time. All right. You're live on the air. Hi, can you hear me? Hello? What was the name? Okay. You're muted. Hello? Okay, let me boot you off because you're muted. All right, give me a second. KLE, you live?
Hey, Wally, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. And then I'm gonna
Hey,
go to
what's
you,
up? What's
Barbara,
going on?
next. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to comment about that the girl that called in and was talking about conscious, worshiping the devil and all of that. Um, to add to Deborah Mitchell's point, I'm not a moderator, so I don't watch the comments like that, but I've heard her call in the past, and this girl, like she has always been very combative to your points. And even when times when you didn't give in to her perspective of how she seen things that you address, she just started throwing real crazy digs at you. Like I didn't even know nothing about when I started watching you, Wally. I didn't even know nothing about a lot of your past, like the surviving Wally and all that. She was how I found out about that stuff when she would throw digs and stuff at you like that. She's talking about Tasha K controlling you. No, she's the one that want to control you. Some of these supporters you got, I'm a supporter, but I don't want to control you. You a grown man. You're gonna make decisions that's what's best for you in your life and your career and the channel. I'm gonna support you regardless. I'm not trying to control you. You got certain supporters that call in here and why you working with her? Like they can draw out the path for your life. Like it's like some of y'all sound crazy, like super crazy. Like let Wally make the decisions he need to make for him. If you want to stick around, stick around. If you not, peace.
I
That's
heard
all I
that.
wanted to say, Wally.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for coming on.
All right.
Okay. Okay. I'm coming to you next, Miss Barbara. Make sure you do not have me muted. All right, Miss Barbara, you're live on the air.
Hi, Wally. I just wanted to say congratulations for your blessing You understand? You made the decision to make that money, and I hope you know, help Constance also. I would like to see him get advertisement for weaves. Men are mostly wearing weaves today. I want to see y'all start this advertising and make this money and do positive things with it. So I just want to say congratulations. Take advantage of all good opportunities. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah.
that's what I wanted to come on and say.
All right. We thank you so very much, Ms. Barbara. All
Okay.
right. So I'm going to drop the link. If anybody wants to come on stage and you didn't get a chance to hear, you do not have to show yourself on camera. I will drop the link if anybody else want to come on stage and do this. I know a lot of people not going to speak about the celebrity stuff that we talked about because I know y'all are very passionate about talking about Tasha K. So give me a second. Hello. You live on the air.
Hello, yes. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't hear you say my name, so I didn't know I was on.
Okay.
But thank you so much for having me. And I just wanted to say that I just come across a video and I saw like you on this panel, and I thought that guy was being so rude to you. Is I don't know, it's the Conscious TV, and it was just even his tone, and it was like one person after another, and then it was like Milagro. It was just like too much, and I just wanted to tell you that I was proud of you just to see you like stand. You know, you stood there and you listened, and you were just like you put it all in, but you still remained firm in yourself. And I just was very, very proud of you. That's why I put that comment in about Jesus, because nobody talks about Jesus anymore. And literally, that is what happened. None of them were saints. And you know what I'm saying? Not saying that you are like Jesus, but in this, like, just in a philosophical, way, it's just like they just stood there and they just throwing all these rocks and stones as if, and these people all live in glass houses. They've all been guilty of the same thing, putting in names and titles. Like, what was this really all about? So I just want you to know that you need to keep your spirit strong. None of this really means anything. None of this stuff is real. What's real is your spirit and what you have going and what you are growing. And I just want to say I'm proud of you. And that was the best part of what I saw was disgusting, but what I saw in you was great. And I don't want you to be a part of that anymore. You are the light. Thank
you. Thank you so very much for coming on.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you.
God
All
bless
right.
you.
God bless you.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you too. All right. How you say you're unforgettable? Unforgettable. You live on it. Unforgettable.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
Doing right. Doing good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. First, I want to say I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I see growth in you now, and I was scared, but I'm proud, and I will stand beside you with your decision. Now, well, who was the guy that said he's not gonna use a condom? The itchy dick guy. That
you're talking about Almighty J.
Oh yeah, Almighty J gonna have a itch that's gonna be almighty. All right, something that Ajax won't be able to get off. It won't be Krabs. He'll be Mr. Crab for real.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yes, Wiley. Yes, but I understand some people don't like wearing condoms, but it's so much stuff going around, and you can get tested, but something, it might take a minute for it to get into, to really work its nastiness, like him. So stop, Wiley. But I can see if you're in a very committed relationship, you and your person, y'all together, y'all not having extra people coming into the bedroom. I can see then. Both y'all been tested, both y'all, got that magnum, y'all ready to stop wearing it. I can see it. But as meeting somebody like at the at the club and bringing them home, I couldn't do that. And he gonna catch something that Ajax won't be able to get off.
Oh,
Stop,
okay. Okay. No, that's you. I believe that he and his partners, if he get a girlfriend and they were to go get tested regularly, I think that's the safe route to take. Because everybody don't like to wear rubber. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel the same. It ain't the same type of pleasure when you have on a rubber versus when you don't have on one. So
Now there's a condom out here now that you can try to cut it, everything. It is durable. Believe me. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. We trying to stud to keep from having all these baby daddies on child support. So I mean, but there's I couldn't see myself being with somebody like that. And they haven't openly admitted he doesn't
mm,
like condoms. I don't want an itchy dick. So all right. All right, Wiley.
okay.
I'm proud of you again, and I'm gonna
Probably
follow you everywhere
uh,
where you go, baby.
we thank you so very much, sister, for your love. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna go to somebody else that want to come on and speak to us. So give me a second while I bring them on stage to speak. All right. Tyra, is that how you say it? Hello? Okay, info for you. Info for you. You live. Hello. Okay. Go ahead, make a bag. You back on. Cause I don't know the other person ain't saying nothing. Go ahead.
First of all, let me just say this because it's gonna be the last time I call into your show for real. Like, cause I really don't like this is something that I do. You already know how much I got, so I don't have to like be on this competition with nobody. I literally been supporting you, and you know that I've been supporting you, Wiley. So for what that guy said, nobody could tell you not one negative thing I have ever said with you. I'm not always going to agree with you. I'm not. That's what comments are for. I'm not always going to agree with you, but that doesn't mean that I support you. Every time you come on this camera, I sit here and I make sure, and I always put in good word with the people that need to be watching you. That's what I do. But what I'm going to allow you to do is make your own choices. I've never stopped you from making your own choices. I just always give my opinion. And I know that you need discernment. You do have to be careful about. You see what I'm saying? You saying that that man is your friend, but let's just be realistic. That man said on live with somebody who called you a pedophile and said, "Yeah, I'll go ahead and do a live with you." None of my friends would ever get on live with somebody that called me a pedophile. I don't care if it was for $10 billion. They're not going to get on live with somebody that called me a pedophile. They're not going to say, "Oh, well, I'm going to give you my phone number, girl. If you want to say something to Wiley, I'm going to just go ahead and curse you out for them." My friends not do that. Now, maybe that is a friend of you, because what I do have to accept is that everybody's perception of a friend is right. Maybe your perception is somebody that's going to go behind your back, talk about you, drag you. But as long as they're saying something, then that means that they're a friend of you. I didn't like it. Then that's just me personally. I don't like nobody talking about you. I don't like how Tasha just tried to sun you. And I don't like the sorcerer, the witch that be over there rubbing stones and sticks together, praising Satan. I don't like none of it. But if that's your decision with your life, then that's what you're going to do. I don't never try to control you, Wiley, and you know that. That's the one thing I will agree with what CTV said. You let your subscribers sometimes believe a different narrative than what it is. When you know 100% in this world, I stand for you, period. And I always represent you. But after I hang up right now, I am done. And I'll come back on when you reach 100,000 with this Tasha K and this sorcerer witch. When you reach 100K, I will come back on here and congratulate you and have 100,000 for you when you reach that with these two witches and the devil.
Okay. All right. Thank you. They're not the devil. They're not a witch. Again, I want to bring this back. I think a lot of times people, when they disagree with a content creator, they want to say they're a sorcerer and a witch. If I've seen that, I would not be sitting here watching their channel if they're a sorcerer and they're a witch. Again, you don't agree with their commentary and their personality. Just say that, man, I don't agree with their personality. But don't be saying, oh, they're a sorcerer. Oh, they're a witch. They're this and this. No, you just don't agree with what they said on their channel. All right. And if you don't like what they say on their channel, you have every right not to watch it. And that's why I try to preach and teach to people. I said, listen, if you always complaining about somebody, and I always say, well, why you keep watching them? It's either one or two things. You either like what they say or you don't like what they say. And if you don't like what they say, you don't have to watch it. It's just that period, point blank. All right. Okay. So we're going to bring one at a time on. Okay. Y'all doing really good with not no cursing. So that's perfect. Oh my. Oh my. Yes. Hello. Oh my. Okay. Kick you off. Okay. With D, sit with D.
Hey, Wiley, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, I'll make this quick when I work. But I just wanted to comment a little bit on what's been going on. And first, I do want to say I disagree with the last person that called in. I think make a bag only because I feel like when she said that he's not your friend or anything like that because he's going to do an interview with that said person that said that thing that made that alleged comment or whatever. Um, on the live that we had, it was already debunked that that situation, that they try to throw on you was false for one. And then two, if it has nothing to do with you, I don't see anything wrong with that. And in the same sense, if that was supportive of you, they could have said the same thing about you and every other content creator that wants to say like, oh, you can't control what I do on my channel. You know what I mean? Friend or foe or whatever the case may be. So that's just my opinions on that. And then two, I also wanted to commend you, Wiley, for really standing your ground on everything that was been going on. Like literally you stayed on that live the whole time, getting attacked by so many different, and taking it all. Like literally a lot of people probably wouldn't have been able to sit there and take that and even go back and forth. So I commend you for standing your ground and being there and not, running, not dropping off or anything. I commend you for that. I think that's real. Two, I also want to talk about that Almighty J situation. I think that's disgusting.
Oh,
For I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, no, I said, oh, okay. Go ahead.
I think it's disgusting because I feel as though, especially as a young person, for one, and then two, especially being at the height of his career that he has allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I don't listen to his music, but I know his name, people know his name. He has people following him, especially young people, and he does. I don't think that the age, he ain't got 40-year-old people listening to him that know better. He's got younger people listening to him and looking at his interviews and, subscribing to him and he's saying things like that. That's not what we should, in my opinion, be preaching to the younger generation. That it's okay not to wear condoms. I lead by, I think he said like, I forgot, but I don't lead by disease or something like that. Like, I think that it's just disgusting. I think,
Yeah,
come on now, really?
he said, I walk by faith, I don't walk by diseases.
That is, I mean, this is what we telling the young people. That's we should be telling them to wrap it up, to take care of themselves. You know what I mean? Because there's people out there probably listening to him. I mean, literally, there's people out there saying, "Well, Almighty J says he doesn't wear condoms and he doesn't want to." I mean, half of America don't want to. You know what I mean? If you already know what it is, you know what it is. You really like the way it feels. But it's to keep you safe. And having an audience that he has, like I mean, he's even known to be with Black China at one point, and that was a big controversy at the time. And then you want to stoop down and say something like this, bring that to your audience, I mean, I think that's just disgusting, and I think it's irresponsible. I can't believe he said it, but I also believe that he probably does use condoms. He's just saying that to get his name ringing bells. You know what I mean?
Right.
Vlad interviews everybody, but I think he wants some controversy. You know what I mean? He knows people are going to talk about it. He knows it's going to drag people's attention. We're going to do what we're doing now. So I think there's a motive to it, and I just
All
think
right.
that
Thank you.
please wrap it up. But
All
that's
right.
all I got to
Thank
say.
All right, thank you so very much. Okay, let's get off there, man. All that noise she doing, baby. I don't know if she going inside the White House, going through a metal detector, or what at the grocery store, or what. Good God Almighty! But we thank her for so much for calling in, man. So if anybody else want to say something, we got a couple of more minutes that we're going to do. Of course, we're not going to have a long, lengthy show because we have said it all of what we want to say in this particular show. So thank you all so very much. But this has been lit. I'm like, what the world is going on? Now, I wanted Almighty J Instagram because I wanted to leave the brother a message. I wanted to leave Almighty J a message. I didn't have his Instagram because if anybody go on Vlad, and I wonder, sometimes I wonder maybe once I, get to the next level and know how this thing goes. Because I always look at with Vlad TV for a second when he goes and he interviews with these celebrities, do he pay these celebrities? Because he get Boosie on his show all the time. And I wonder, do he send Boosie a check to come on the show and do an interview? Or do they do that for free? I don't believe they do it for free, but I want to know, do they pay for the interview? If you all can remember, Vlad TV actually interviewed Monique and it didn't work out. So I don't know if he pays people or he doesn't pay. So that's something that we want. Okay, we want. Let me talk to you, but okay, okay, all right. So we want to thank everybody in here. Thank you all so very much. Okay. Oh, he said it. Okay. Let me say pay is considered. They don't get paid. It's considered promotion. All right. So yeah, so of course in scripture, I think people is, and of course it is in the Bible witchcraft. That's in scripture. But I don't believe Conscious is a witch. I don't believe that. I don't get that type of attitude, nor do I believe Tasha is a witch. I just think people are angry that they can't control them. And sometimes when people can't control you, they throw out insults. And so we're gonna bring some more people on here. All right, folks, make sure y'all thumbs up the video because people will put that on you all the time. You're a witch. I'm like, what? You just disagree with what I'm saying. Okay, give me a second. All right. Okay, like people would definitely put stuff on you, and we ain't gonna have that because I know that ain't true. Okay, too much. You live on the air.
Hey Wiley, how you doing? What's up?
Hey,
Okay, so first thing with the Almighty J situation, that is absolutely freaking disgusting. Okay, and you said that God didn't create men and women to use condoms. That was before God had mad scientists out here creating STDs. You know what I'm saying? Which they ended up creating condoms to prevent you from catching an STD. So, okay, people need to be putting on condoms.
I don't think that's nasty because how can you have children if you have to wear a condom? Like, I'm not understanding that, caller.
Well, it's nasty if you're just free willy-nilly with any and everybody. So when he says that he moved, in faith and not in STD, that means that he's just willy-nilly in any and everybody, and he's just hoping that he don't catch the clap. It's the difference when you in a relationship with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And y'all in some committed type of situationship, y'all go get tested and, y'all out there free balling. But, if you're a rapper and you out there willy-nilly any and everybody, you need to strap up.
So my thing is this: what if he's already in a relationship and he's getting tested regularly? I don't think that's more than even if he's not in a relationship. If he's just making sure he's good and making sure they're good, it's good. I don't see a problem with a person that they want to go down all free, without a condom because it don't feel the same. Even when you wear a female condom, I talk to many females, they say they don't like to wear that. It's not comfortable.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's before mad scientists started creating STDs, and it's better to strap up and be protected than to be willy-nilly in any and everybody, and then you end up finding yourself with something that you can't get rid of.
Okay, girl, you don't agree with it all. So you never had unprotected sex?
That's not what, Wiley, we not talking about none of that. Okay, what we talking about is this man's interview and how he said he walked in faith and how he's basically hoping that God makes sure that there's people in place that don't have any type of STD. Wiley,
that's a good faith.
No. I'm not a part of your I'm not a part of your topic. Okay, we just sticking to the topic, Wiley.
Yeah, we sticking to the topic, but he's walking by faith. He's believing God will not get that ping of getting it burned. He's believing in God that he do not get the claps. He's believing in God that he do not get the Rona and the gonorrhea. That's what he's believing.
Right.
So his faith is probably stronger than any type of disease that's out there. He probably got strong faith.
Wiley, I'm not doing this with you. Wiley, if you want a free ball, you free ball.
He probably got strong belief. His belief system is strong. You know what I'm saying?
Wiley, you not out here willy-nilly like that man, okay? He's a celebrity. He out here, he got all type of access. You ain't got that type of access yet, Wiley. He got all type of access. So hopefully he ain't free balling with everybody.
Okay.
All right. So the other thing I would talk about is when you touched on the Cardi B situation, I don't agree with you. Okay. And the reason why is because you compare white professionals to black professionals when they're speaking on black people, right? You don't have white people going out there putting STDs on public platforms on black people with no repercussions, right? Slandering people's name without proof, evidence, paperwork, or documentation to back it up, regardless of whatever that black person has done in their individual life. You don't have In the white people that have done it, like for instance, when Kobe Bryant died, how they were talking about he art somebody, and how those people got reprimanded. So with your actions comes consequences. So with Tasha K, putting that STD on Cardi without having actual facts, that's wrong. White, Hispanic, black, whatever, it's still wrong. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the Tasha K, you and Armand thing. So, I'm actually glad you changed your mind. Even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff Tasha K do, I'm actually glad you changed your mind, because you were going to be missing out on an opportunity to advance yourself behind being stubborn. You were potentially missing out, and you were having people, that was flooding you, right? They were encouraging your actions, which they should not have been if they want to see you grow. In every aspect of life, we need help as we move along through the journey. You know what I'm saying? And you have a dynamics with Tasha that you don't necessarily have with Armand. And what it seemed like is if you were picking Armand over Tasha because you wanted that relationship and that dynamics with Armand, but Tasha has been the one trying to help you grow, meaning getting on your platform. That is doing something for you because she has a bigger channel. So when she jumps on your platform, it floods your channel with larger numbers. I remember when you used to have 30, 40, 50, 100 people max. You got like almost 500 people sitting in your chat right now. You've grown from 2,000 subscribers to 22,000 subscribers. And a lot of that has to do with your connections with Tasha K. When you reached your 10K mark, you were so happy that you got over that hump and you got over that hill. So basically, never bite the hand that feeds you. You feel me? The person that is, trying to help you climb up the ladder, which was Tasha K, trying to help you, not Armand. You can socialize with him, but he's not sharing your content. He's not popping up on your lives. He's not doing none of that type of stuff. So you got to make sure, which I'm glad that they were able to reach you, because baby, I didn't think they were going to reach you, Wiley. I really thought you was really putting your foot in your mouth. Because you really want to grow. And in order for you to grow, you got to be a steward in this whole thing. You got to, it's levels to everything, So I'm, like I said, I'm glad that you changed your position. I want to see you win. I don't think that it had to necessarily take a contract. I think that if you have somebody that is interested in what you're doing and they're contributing to what you're doing by jumping on your platform or sharing your content, that right there should give you enough knowledge for you to have some type of loyalty to that person. So just asking you to remove a name from a video is not as big of a deal. It's not saying don't cover me, just don't connect my name with this individual. And if you respect that relationship that y'all building, then you will respect it enough to say, okay, no problem.
All right. So yeah, I think I watch a lot of things with politics, and with Congress, and so it's a search word as compromise. So sometimes I'm just going to compromise on this situation because it's an easy situation to compromise on and say, hey, let's just add these two individuals as separate videos. That's a compromise that I'm willing to make today. It took us a while, negotiations, going back and forth and all that. I said, that's a good, interesting point. Compromise. I think this would be a great compromise. Not saying I'm not going to cover him or my Wiggins because of what I think he's doing an amazing, great, awesome things. And he have been on our show multiple times, not even way before YouTube. He had came on our show on Blog Talk Radio. So I will today make a compromise, okay, that we are going to talk about them in separate cases, right? Or I would put it not both in the title and try to talk about it and just slice up the video, and then you'll get that approach. So that's the compromise that I will make and commit to. So I want to thank you, caller, for calling in. I see a lot of people in the chat have a whole lot of stuff to say. I know my emails, I'm being flooded with emails and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, Wiley have to do his best for our channel because we've been doing it for a long period of time. And it's good if new people can come in and say, hey, I can help you help take you to the next level. It's no different seeing an artist, going inside events and performing against 20 to 30 people or 40 people, and some type of producer or an executive comes to them and say, hey, I can really mentor you. I can really have you go into other ways, into getting on the Grammys or the AMAs. I can help you get to the next level. It does not make that person's weak for making that decision to say, hey, I don't have to go and struggle and sing in the train, in the subway. I'm going to make sure that I take on this mentorship for somebody to have a track record of helping others. Because you don't just want to get mentored by anybody. You want to get mentored by a person that have a proven track record that they have done great. Tasha have a proven track record of producing a great talent, which is Storm Roll. He have a proven great track record of actually mentoring people himself, and they're making great money to retire their job. So that's a good thing. I think a lot of people, they don't like Tasha K because of a lawsuit. They don't like Tasha
I
K.
mean, like I told you, I don't care for Tasha K like that. You know what I'm saying? I think the stuff that she did to Cardi was dead wrong. You get what I'm saying? I'm not on her side when it comes to that lawsuit. However, I can be unbiased in this situation and say, you know what I'm saying, don't stick your foot in your mouth, because I have seen your platform grow since she has been popping on your platform. I don't have to agree with her. I don't have to like her. I don't have to like her tactics or her antics. There are things that is very problematic about a Tasha K. However, I cannot say that your platform has not grown because of your relationship and your connection to a Tasha K. And then I don't feel like something so little as far as a name being attached to somebody else's name and a title should cause you to diminish that relationship. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't cause that relationship to go by the wayside because of a title.
Right. That's true. That's something, because that's a good, you on it for that. You are 100%. I 100% agree with you with that assessment. Thank you. Is anything else you wanted to say?
No, that's it, Wiley. You
Oh,
have a good night. Okay.
all right, you too. You have a wonderful night. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. We got about 2 people left backstage. I dropped the link, so if anybody else wanted to come on, I don't want people emailing me say you didn't let me on. So don't leave backstage, because we're bringing people on one at a time. Okay. Hello. Info for you. Info for you. Hello. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Info for you. All right. Princess.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good. Hi, Wiley.
Hi, how you doing?
I am doing fabulous. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I can't complain.
Well, first of all, Wiley, I can tell that you're doing wonderful because I watched that show last night. It was very unexpected, and it was on Christmas, and I was having fun at first. And then when I saw how the turn